This is fufu, the Ghanaian dish that shook the heavens. Did you know that according to a popular Ghanaian folktale, man's crazy appetite for fufu is what started his problems with God? Every time the fufu pestle was raised, it pushed the clouds further away from the earth. And every time it came down with a loud bang, God would shake in so much fear. This constant pounding eventually pushed God away from mankind and the earth. But hey, we are not stopping anytime soon. In today's video, I'm going to show you how this legendary dish is prepared. And don't worry, no gods will be harmed in the making of this fufu. Let us dive into the art of pounding fufu, one of Ghana's most beloved dishes.
Yeah, today we are going to prepare fufu with assorted soup, and we are saying assorted because we decided to use a combination of beef or meat and that of dried fish. So in this preparation we have our meat here, which is we call it ninchinam. Yeah, we also have our red bell pepper and then the yellow bell peppers. There is one thing I know about this yellow bell pepper, which is it's a bit hot compared to this one, so it is often preferred in our Ghanaian settings that you use this for soup. We also have our fresh tomatoes, our garlic, our ginger, our okra. We also have our onions here, our garden eggs as well. Not forgetting the main carbohydrate or the main agenda, or like the main focus of the meal, that is the fufu. We use our cassava here, we use plantain. Some may choose to use cocoyam. We are focusing, in as much as we have options for the preparation of fufu, we chose cassava and then plantain. We also have over there our tomato paste that we'll be using for the soup, and then our dried fish, which is a catfish and then a dried tilapia sort of. Alright. Beginning with our preparation, I just need to set my fire. I'm not going to use gas or any modern something because this is what Africans do use. So this I have here in my coal pots, the charcoal, and this we call methane. I don't even know the English name for it, but it is actually what will cause your fire to light. So, like a fire starter. Exactly, something like a fire starter. Or some people also choose to use what do you call it? Polythene, a poly bag or something, in cases when they do not have this. But in my case, I'm fortunate to have this, so I light up my matchstick. Then in doing this, I just need to arrange one or two charcoal closer to it, just to cover up the fire or the flames, so it can light as soon as possible. Alright. Fufu has always been on our mind the whole of today. And today, Explore with Kojo, we are having a guest here who is going to teach us how she prepares fufu with assorted live soup. And I have our sister here,
Samira.
Okay, she's going to help us in the preparation of fufu with beef and then dried fish live soup, and we just can't wait to have a feel of it. It's going to be nice, trust me. We are beginning our soup, right? That's what we are going to start with.
Yes, please.
Okay, so which ones do we start with?
I will start with the garden eggs.
Okay.
Sometimes I garden eggs maybe or honoma when trim and yet I will say we trim so that we must say we clean and sana way so.
What Samira is basically saying is that you cut the garden eggs into pieces, or like you cut them into halves, so that you know whether they are good for use or not. Mepacho, will you use everything? Are you going to use every?
Yeah, I will use it.
All the garden
Me
eggs?
using it now.
Oh, okay. So she's saying that she's going to use all the garden eggs we are having here. To enhance the thickness of our live soap, she decided to use garden eggs. Yeah. Not everyone will have to use garden eggs for their soup. Yeah, that's I think that one I know about that. Okay, so we just found one garden egg which can't be used because we found some insects in there.
Okay. So after that, I met it memeko.
Okay.
And I'm a Korean so. And my Adriana no emuye hua.
Okay.
And yeah, specifically say boy ne shishi ana bibisa.
Okay.
Just for wekeke.
All right. She's now going to wash her papushito, the yellow bell pepper to be precise, and she's saying that not only will its hotness increase, but it also gives it that flavor.
No.
A nice flavor.
As me ko red ni do bia nim sena. Eti oni de ano ya.
Okay.
So
she uses a mixture of the yellow bell pepper and then the green bell pepper. Don't you think your pepper is too much?
No, it's not too much.
The pepper is not too much. Okay.
Akoye beef from quantity. I was saying meko.
Okay, our sister is saying that because she's using beef or meat, for instance, she needs a little more pepper because she doesn't want it that you finish eating, you'll be feeling that nausea kind of thing. So she uses a lot of pepper.
The seasoning cube and the spices. There they go.
She's trying to add her seasoning cube or any seasoning she wants to add to it. While I'm about grinding the garlic and ginger. Gone are the days that our mothers used to grind in this earthenware bowl, but these days the modern life has, or let me say soft life has affected a lot of us, so we prefer to use blender to make everything fast and easy. But this has always been the norm, or what we know. Okay, now she has begun the grinding process, and she said she has to start with the pepper first because I think it has more seeds compared to the other ones and it needs to be well grinded.
That's good.
Currently, she has to add the blended vegetables, which is the garden eggs, the tomatoes, and co. So we open up our beef, which is almost cooked. Then we strain them into it, because we notice that sometimes we have issues of particles or chaff in there. Chaff from the garden eggs, chaff from the tomatoes, and even the pepper. So it's best advised that you strain it into the soup. So just look at that. That is what we have down there.
Between me onion na me dey go.
The first.
Okay.
This place with the dry fish in it.
Yeah, now whilst we are still preparing our soup, we'll continue by peeling our cassava and cutting them into chunks, as well as our plantain here. Then we can also make preparations that right after the soup, we put the cassava on fire. Then we have headways towards the you do this pounding or blending in a machine, you get a different texture altogether. The machine doesn't come out like its original state, but this one you get that soft, smooth texture and that sticky texture that anybody will prefer as a Ghanaian, and an average Ghanaian will prefer, because nowadays a lot of people we prefer this soft life. So instead of pounding, there's no need to stress ourselves with this manual pounding. We prefer to use the blended one.
Aduna yo potindal kunan jok borom nan potindal kunan jok borom nan elele la aduna yo elele no aduna yo aduna dalila lep jangit la mom dalila ñu anda xexandor gañi oniva patik no mumba kuwami kurma Mandela aduna potinala Wakanda aduna aduna yo potindal kunan jox borom nan potindal kunan jox borom nan lelele na aduna yo lelele no aduna yo no potindal kunan jox borom nan potindal kunan jox borom nan aduna danila lep jangit la mom danila ñu anna xexandor gañi oniva aduna aduna yo potindal kunan jox borom nan potindal kunan jox borom nan patik no mumba kuwami kurma Mandela nenangurdal potindala fight Wakanda Wakanda smama dan maknana duna mamduna.
Well, the food is ready, especially fufu, and in our local settings, fufu is one of our favorite meals, which we don't joke with it. So watch as my lovely siblings enjoy the meal with me.